to see transpire between these fighters. No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Prepare.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Well-timed command throw there. Good anti-air. The throw connects for counter-hit damage. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? But down to the wire. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. The throw misses. The jump in catches them. Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Player one needs to hold out and finishes it with the anti-air. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Zones with the fireball. Player two kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Super Hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Jump. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Bet that.
Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Fights back with authority. A jump in sets up flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? A jump? This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Reads the jump in perfectly. Gotta do better than that. Close range projectile. They're in range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player impact squashed. Jump. Any throw will whiff at that rip. That's gonna leave him rattled. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 drops him hard. Looking for a hole. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? A jump in? Close range projectile. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Reads the jump in perfectly. That was a magical shot! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump in attack. Jumps up, gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. Nice Manes Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Trips him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Takes a trip. The grab misses. Checks him with a projectile. That drive impact is blocked. That drive impact doesn't get through. This is gonna be bad news. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 chases them down. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Connects with medium kick. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump into... Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps in, hits them with a stop and pop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Big throws, knockdown, and both fighters have a full... This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Almost no drive gauge left. This burn out, but they may have a plan here. Get out of nowhere. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Show me everything you have. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Checks with a projectile.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. What are they thinking? Player two has been legit shook in the corner. Trips him up. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Russian suplex, and that's gonna be a chunk of damage there. Player two has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Hold your breath. In there. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Hits them with a stopping block. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Sure you can? Player two has a slight life lead. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. Burnout triggered. Both fighters planning something? Player two in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Blocks it. Genius read with that throw escape. Crowns him from above. Throw is denied. What a read. But ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Driving back misses. Perfect tech. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player one will look to apply for snipe. That's gonna leave him rattled. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Taking chunks out of each other here. Presses from risky play, but it pays off. Only 50%. Nothing stops this train. Genius read with that throw escapes. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Hit that with confidence. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Answers with a fireball. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Risky medium kick. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Just out of range for that throw. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Limited resources at hand right now. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player two has complete KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Let's offer projectile to waste time. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Risky up-close scrap still going. What's the next move? Jump? Player two, burnout trigger. Knockdown and play. Oh my God, what a throw tech. This can lead to some big damage in attack range. Oh, could be the start of something. Who will set the bait at this range? So, what's hit? Oh, banks it on the fireball. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Throw is denied. What a read. Sets up with the jump in. Excellent read. Oh, the throw connects. Player 1 is the low. Player denied. Keeps cool and locks them out. Reads the jump in perfectly. Knocks them out of the air. They're using the fireballs to force a react. Drops them. Who will set the bait at this range? Player 1, that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. And whiffs, they're wide open. In attack range. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? It is over! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Doesn't miss a beat. Hits them with a stop and pop.
Going for a ride.
Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here.
Is that all you
Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They need to rely on their instincts here. Jump? What's the next move? What? Denied! Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Can't tech the throw. Opts for the air-to-air encounter.
The sweet spot.
Grabs and throws them away. Going in? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. You gotta be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Finishes with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Blocks it. Throws a fireball. Barely blocked. This can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. What now? Throws him from above. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. They gotta go. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Low heavy, but no go. Oh, yo, Ross, super hit. Accurate read. What were they thinking? Flatline zone. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The low kick connects. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Pay attention. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both players with no drive in the tank. Checks them with a projectile. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Combo with the target combo. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around and then opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Decides to meet them in the air. Jumps in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Doing some quick planning? Going in? The fighters return to the middle. Knockdown and not much life difference. Both fighters are low on hits them with a stop and pop. Burnout triggered. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both of our combatants are there's a burnout. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Life lead, this can lead to some big damage. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters have burned out. The next anti-air in the clutch. A lot of adds a bit of OD spice though. Oh, they changed sides. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open with the fireball.
Hadouken!
Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw. The impact squash. Throws him. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. There's a burnout. Amazing! Player 1 is in burnout state. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 can't let this sim. Oh, gets the air flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Throws a fireball.
How's this?
The counter is blocked. Still slugging it out here. Bops him with the target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Long low attack hits. Knockdown. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Anticipated that counter and blocked. Adds a little super juice into KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Saw that coming. Scrapping it out up close. Pops him with a shorty. That combo did decent damage. Going in. There's an overdrive on. Player experiencing burnout. Knocked him out of the air. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Oh, could be the start of something. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Yo, Rock, super hit! The super doesn't hit. Oh, putting the cherry on top. They don't have it. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Here comes the corner pressure. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Who will set the bait at this range? A jump? How did they read that throw? They confuses their drive game. Both of them that turns out. This is a critical moment. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Lots of distance here. This is flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it add a bit of OD spice there. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Solid anti-air. Oh, sniped. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Impact squat. Connects with the throw. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with Burnout. Okay, Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Knew the throw was coming. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A jump in? Are they going to be able to come back? Drops them from the air. Player 2 hits them with a quick low kick. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Another fight is coming your way.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Definitely saw that counter coming. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Takes a trip. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Projectile to try and change the situation. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Knockdown. The jump-in is denied. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Sakuhado. They need to rely on their instincts here. It's in there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Zaku Hadouken! Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. They were right to be on guard there. Oh, burnout triggered. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. In there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get-go. But hits them with a stopping block. Player 2 was gasping for drive gauge that round. What can they do? Max S finds the target. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? This may turn into a big chance. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 is in a... There's a burnout. Oh, snipe. How's this? Jumps! And he crowns him from above! Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. Breaks through with the throw! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart play with the throw. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Trips them up. Player 2 chases them down. From up above. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Knockdown and manages to block the jump-in attack. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Can't tech the throw. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Sneaks in above. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they crowned them from above. The super doesn't hit. That's a counter. The low. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. All in with the rock. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
The demon.
Flatline zone.
I am the true master of the fist.
Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The throw misses. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Still slugging it out here. Sticks the combo. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Life lead opens up. Feeling out the spacing. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Taking stock. Oh, burnout triggered! The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in? Player two has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hado uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. The jump in is denied. Showing some real tenacity. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? The fight experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player two, in Dyer's drops them from the air. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.